Epperson. Very tough, very experienced, very well-rounded fighter. 4-0 with Fury, 3 finishes. He says in his story that it's his time. It's his time to shine. He's on demon season, he's saying. He's ready to go. Very experienced, very long, very rangy. He has a tough fight on his hands with Jose. Jose comes to a very good gym, as you know, Jake. He goes Morano, so he knows that he has a very tough opponent on his head. He told me that, hey, this is a tough guy, and so I'm ready. I'm ready to right the wrongs, and I'm going to show people what I got, what I'm made out of. So, and it's ready to go. Older guy, 31 years old, 6 foot. So, this is our first title fight of the night, the 135 title. So, 35ers out there, you're looking, you want to fight, you're ready to get the title, you got to go through these guys.
Man, I'll tell you, it's going to be a really exciting match. You know, Epperson, striker, knockout power, understands the game, plenty of experience. It'll be really exciting to watch him, even though he's going against my boy.
Should be a really good one, guys. First title out of the fight. We're at the 85 title next. Last 2 fights of the night. Let's gear up. These are going to be the best ones. They've all been getting better since the Wells fight.
They're getting checked by JJ Farrell right now. You know, making sure he's got all greased up, mouthpiece in, cup check. We are walking in the cage.
Please welcome to the red corner, Jose Cordova.
This kid, again, is a dog. He has finish ability. He is tough. I'll tell you this right now. I grapple with him every single day. I stopped trying to choke him. He's got one of the toughest necks in the gym. I literally tell Alex, I don't try to choke him anymore. He just won't tap. So I'm really excited to see not only how he does in the grappling range, but in the striking.
And I've seen Jose fight, man. Very talented kid. Comes from a high-level gym. With y'all, he trains with the best. So, you know, he's very confident in his abilities and his shows when he's out in the cage. He lets it go. He has fun. Like you said, he's a dog. So this guy's taking a scrap.
It's going to be 31-22. Same on the weight. A little bit of a height advantage for his opponent. 72-inch reach as well. We'll see how it goes. Let's bring it to Wayne for the final announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest brought to you by TenunaLawFirm.com is scheduled for 5 rounds. It is your co-main event of the evening for the Fury Amateur Series Bantamweight Championship. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Combat City and Box Beat. This mixed martial artist stands 6 feet tall, and he weighed in officially at 134.4 pounds. Fighting out of San Antonio, Texas, he holds a perfect amateur record. 4 wins, no losses. Here is the Demon Warrior, Epperson. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Gracie Baja in the Woodlands, Texas. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, and he weighed in at 134.8 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, by way of Westchester, PA, his amateur record stands at 3 wins, only 1 defeat. Here is Jose, El Conquistador Cordova. And now your referee, Danielle Guevara, with your final championship instructions.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Follow my instructions at all times. Touch gloves if you wish. Back to your corners.
Get it cracking.
All right, 5-round fight. Here we go.
First 5-round fight of the night. First title fight. 135 championship belt on the line. Let's get to it.
Really measuring, gauging distance really well in the beginning. Epperson with the first combo exchange.
Solid 1-2 down the middle.
You know, Jose very patient, taking his time, knowing he's got a 5-round fight in front of him. It's going to be easy to find the jab. That's what we want to see. Take your time, get your distance down. And again, Epperson right in the mix on that combo exchange.
Rushing in, throwing heavy shots, almost closing his own distance a little bit.
And Jose slowed the pace down, get him against the wall. Doing really well to control.
Gets spent off by Epperson to get off the fence.
You know, Epperson, a lot of output right in the very beginning. Got to remember these 5-round fights. I've had a couple of them, and I'll tell you, it's something even at the amateur level. You don't want to go too hard, too fast.
Epperson hit a good knee earlier to the body. Good dirty box, staying tight here. Shoulders in the neck of Epperson, making a little dirty on the fence. Knee in the quads, hurting him in every aspect.
One thing we practice quite a bit at the gym is chip away at the iceberg, especially in these long fights. These fights 5 rounds at the amateur level. Knee them in the quads, stomp on their feet. You know, break them down slowly. Jose's doing that really well.
Epperson's got the overhook on the other side. He's got the wizard holding on. Looking for the guillotine. Looks like Jose's under the butt.
Beautiful takedown from Jose. You know, again, patience on the wall. He had the cage pressure. He looked for that dominant pressure first, and then slowly hit that level change.
And he saw once he locked it in, he was able to bring his hips in, finish the double, and now he's sitting in guard looking to pass or do some damage and sway over these judges.
I will tell you, every single time I've trained with Jose, he's one of those guys that, you know, I'm a black belt, he's a purple belt. Every time I train with him, I'm like, ugh, this is going to be such a hard round. I look forward to rolling with Alex more than I do Jose.
Jose's looking for some ground pound here. His coach is calling out, find some ground pound. There he lands one there to the temple.
He's using really good forehead pressure. You know, Epperson trying to keep his guard closed. Looks like he's struggling a little bit. Needs to get his feet on the hips, I would say, and try to make an escape. You know, Jose's got pressure on the wall. He's going to eliminate hip escape ability by keeping the head on the wall.
Yeah, you can see Epperson kind of grimacing a little bit. Looks like Jose's putting very tight pressure, hurting him against the fence. Short time, so we're about to get into this next round. Good dominant round by Jose. Looked very calm, looked very collected. Controlled the pace, controlled the distance. Got the takedown, held him down and controlled him and landed some ground and pound. Overall, very good round for Jose.
You know, Epperson came out, I think, a little too hot in the very beginning. You know, he has good striking, but he needs to find that distance first. You know, and then honestly threw a good combo in the beginning, but then cut the distance a little too early, giving Jose that ability to pin him on the wall. You really want to see if Epperson's going to get his striking to work for him. He needs to keep a little bit of that distance. The one thing I always say is if you're a striker, you got to have really good takedown defense and understanding of movement and distance control.
Yeah, let's see how Epperson adjusts. Let's see what his corner's telling him. Probably telling him, hey, let's stay a little leaner, a little lighter on our feet. Let's stay and not play the distance too much. That's what's causing the problem, and Jose's winning those exchanges when it's in close.
Round number 2, here we go. All right, no glove touch this time, straight to business.
Yeah, that's cool. I think one glove touch is good. Just one in the first round. You don't need no more after that, unless I guess you're going to war. But one is good, and then I'm not your friend no more.
Maybe on the 5th round we do a little dab up real quick.
The fights, yeah. If we're grinding like that, we're battling. Then yeah. But other than that, you ain't my friend. I'm trying to get you out of here.
It's good right hand from Jose. Epperson with that long jab again.
Yeah, Epperson's leaning a little bit on his punches, and it was causing him to crash a little bit, is like we call it. He throws a 1-2, and he ends up just crashing with Jose in the middle and not being able to land in his range. Oh, that's a good jab from Emmett right there.
Good sprawl from Epperson. Looking for a choke off of it. Looks like he's got an arm in guillotine locked up. Maybe a little too deep on one of the arms. Yep.
Yeah. It'd be best for Epperson to try to work off the cage, use that wizard that he has, and change positions.
That's one thing you can see. He's a little bit grimacing from the pressure of Jose. That's that forehead pressure. One thing we do in the gym a lot is really try to control people on the wall with that forehead and the chin and neck. Doing that well before the level change.
Yeah, Jose's switching. He's going from the single to the double.
Big time high crotch single leg from Jose. Beautiful work. Epperson trying to use the wall to climb out. Again, 5-round fight, get the takedown, then just relax, chill. You've got top position, you just hit a beautiful takedown. This is the time to kind of hang out for just a second, land some shots, but not do too much.
Yeah, but see if there's openings too. You know that you just dominated the first round. Maybe let's find some punches. Let's make sure we got good position. And once we get the good position, then we can start looking for takedowns. But watch out for long limbs like this guy doing weird ninja chokes. But making sure that we're still hitting them.
Epperson using the wall really well, really trying to escape by hitting kind of like a Spider-Man style sweep where you use the wall to walk off. And as long as he doesn't put his toes into the caging, it's all totally allowed.
Yeah, and he's rolling on his neck. It looks like little drill is going all the way around.
And Jose needs to, what he should do is pull him away from the wall, not let him use the wall anymore. Epperson's really holding him down tight. Got that overhook on the head. Can't quite make an escape, but he's keeping Jose from making distance to land the big giant shots.
We don't mind the punches to the head though, so even though Jose can't do too much, at least he's chipping away like you talked about earlier. He's hitting him little by little. He's starting to grimace, and these punches are going to allow Epperson to want to move. He doesn't want to get punched in the head anymore. He's like, oh, I'm going to move my arms. I'm going to get out the way. I don't want to be in this position no more.
Again, Jose, heavy pressure again from Cordova. Really beautiful work. The high crotch single leg was a beautiful, I thought he was going to go double, but to go to that high crotch, lifting him all the way up, really good work. On the other hand, Epperson did well to control from the bottom. Couldn't quite make the escape. I think he felt the pressure, but what he did was hold on to Jose, make sure he couldn't launch those big shots out. And that's actually very intelligent on Epperson's side for not allowing too much damage to happen from that bottom position.
Yeah, overall, good round from Jose again. Epperson trying to find some good signs, but they just wasn't there. Jose was controlling everything. Even on the feet, he looked good. Got to the fence again, took him down, and just dominated him and started landing little punches. He's looking fresh. You see our boy Alex in the corner, giving him back good instructions. You see us on the mic. Let's go, third round, here we get it.
Third round, here we go. Both fighters still looking fresh. Doesn't look like Epperson's too much, fatigue. Not a lot of grappling is happening in this scrambling sense, more so in the control. Oh, Epperson with his own takedown. Really beautiful catch on that kick.
Yeah, caught the leg, and what tends to happen is we're on one leg, and you're more off balance on one leg than you are two. So he caught the leg, took him to the ground, and let's see what Jose can do from his back. We haven't seen him in this position yet. See if Epperson can land some shots, land some punches, or Jose is going to find some good positions.
Yeah, I'd like to see Jose maybe put his feet on the hips to launch him away. These small shots from the bottom can be annoying, but not going to get you a finish. And then when you are punching, you could be escaping.
Yeah, they are annoying, but it's causing Epperson to at least address it, and he doesn't like it. You can see he's grimacing. So it's allowing him to maybe try to find some space so he can get back up.
Jose now feeding the underhook through. Got double underhooks now. Looking like he might try to suck himself out. There it is, triangle. Couldn't quite get it. There it is, and back up to his knees.
Good defense.
Epperson out on a guillotine now.
I don't think his hands are locked.
His hands aren't locked, no. You know, losing the top position, you know, if you can't scramble back up, then you throw a submission up. Maybe would have kept the front headlock instead of letting the guillotine go completely, because then you can reload your hips.
There's good ground and pound from Jose. Switch positions, and now he's going away. He senses the finish. You can sense him wilting a little bit. Every time he punches him, you can see a grimace. Oh, but there's a triangle of his own from Emmett.
Couldn't get the other hand stuffed quite right.
And Jose with great defense again.
I'll tell you, it looks like those small punches did actually do something from the guard, because Epperson has a little bit of some knots growing on his forehead from those little short punches.
Absolutely, they add up. Chipping away, constantly hitting him, annoying him, hurting him, and then eventually you throw a couple little shots, then we start throwing bigger shots, then we start adding harder shots. And I think Jose started to sense that a little bit. You can see that he started to throw harder shots now. And body shots. Started mixing it up. He started to hit him in every angle, every area. Jose's doing a really good job controlling, making sure he's not getting stuck in any bad positions, moving, doing damage.
You know, when the guard opens for Jose, I'd like to see him try to pass the half guard. It eliminates a lot of the sub game for Epperson, but then also gives him that slow amount of, like, half guard gives you that control where you can start to launch those bigger shots out.
Yeah, here in this full guard position, it's almost 50-50, especially if Epperson's just controlling the arms, not allowing Jose to get up or do anything. So it's almost like a stall, but see Jose starting to pull him out, reload, and get some damage off. Another dominant round from Jose.
Looking good on both guys. Again, not too much fatigue on either guy. They both look like, you know, not heavy scrambling is happening. So neither one of them look very fatigued going into this fourth round. We are now officially at our championship rounds, everybody.
Championship rounds, no joke. First time these guys are getting to experience this. I'm not sure that Jose went 5 in his other championship fight.
You know what? He finished the body shot in, I believe, the third round body shot, I do believe. I could be incorrect on that. His last fight was a 5-round championship fight. You know, so he did end up losing that one for Fury. He has the Elevate title, so it's one of those things where that's that championship experience.
He's been there before. He's done it,
exactly.
So he understands what it feels like. He's ready for this moment, and the last time it didn't go his way. So now he's ready. He's experienced. He's learned from those mistakes, and he's here to put it on display for us.
And it says something when the only blemish on your record is a championship fight.
For the best promotion in the world. So, nothing.
You know, very, very good work from both guys so far. You know, again, Epperson has that slick jab. Jose's still looking very fresh in this fourth round. Ooh, Epperson with a good combo to front kick there. You know, it looks like Jose, you know, believes that he has the grappling advantage, so he's trying to cut that distance quick.
And he absolutely does. I mean, the past couple rounds, I haven't told you, he's dominated on the ground. We like to
Another high crotch attempt.
Like to see him get back to the ground, and this time on the ground, maybe we start looking for a couple more hard punches, some finishes. He's looking to grab underneath that belt.
Beautiful double leg.
And we're back in the position we started in last round. So let's see if Jose can find some hard shots, maybe some hard punches, and see what he can do and try to find a finish.
At this point, I believe Epperson really needs to, you know, take the risk, put your feet on the hips, try to launch them away. You can't continuously, you know, you're not getting finish-style punches happening, but he's slowly finding those shots, keeping you from escaping. This is one of those ones where eating a couple of punches to get your escape is the right and intelligent thing to do.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct, because Epperson's got to do something. He's just kind of laying there, and he's got to explode, maybe do some things that aren't exactly technical, and try to work his way back up, because his advantage on the ground goes to Jose.
You know, I'm almost sitting here as I watch, I'm like, man, it looks like Jose's the new grinder in the city, because this reminds me a lot of my old fights.
Oh, yeah, it does. Just beating up these guys, just torturing them, making it ugly, and just beating them up. It's really good work.
Head's right in the cage, and then notice where Jose has placed himself on this takedown. He's in his corner. His coaches aren't yelling at him. They are literally just giving slow, concise directions from this position. Again, I really would like to see Epperson put the feet on the hips and try to launch him away.
Or maybe try to climb back on the fence like he was doing, or explode, or just work to get up. You know, sometimes you got to press the action. You got to move forward. And like we're talking about, it's not on Jose. Jose's already in a dominant position. Why, does he have to be the one to do it? Well, I guess you're just in a better position. You're trying to find it. So it wouldn't be bad, like you even said, to maybe try to find our half guard, maybe to get into a better position, and then we can start working and start landing some harder shots, maybe finding some submissions, and just making Epperson have to move and make him have to work, so then we can maybe find some transitions.
Now, Jose, again, doing really good with that forehead pressure. He's like really grinding that forehead in every single time he goes for control. He's just making it uncomfortable for Epperson.
All right.
Man, I gotta tell you, 4 rounds up for Jose. That's a tough call going into the 5th. What do you say to your student, to your fighter going into the 4th round? Hey, we're down 4. This is what we gotta do. What are you thinking, Mike?
Oh, absolutely. On the feet is where it's gotta be. We have to knock him out on the feet, because on the ground we're getting dominated. We're getting slowed down. He's holding us down, controlling us. We gotta go in there, tell our fighter, hey, we gotta bite down on this mouthpiece. We're down. You're either gonna go out of your shoes, you're gonna get knocked out, you're gonna go knock him out. So, Hail Mary time. And for Jose, he's just got to keep doing what he's doing. Keep dominating, make sure he doesn't get caught with this Hail Mary, because that's what he knows is coming. This is his only option. Epperson's only option is to land that big one to get him out of here, because he's down all 4 rounds.
Yep. I've been in this situation where I'm in the 5th round, and I know that the person's going to rip some shots coming out. This 5th round has to be hands up, chin tucked, bite down on that mouthpiece for sure for Jose.
Or find the takedown again and just dominate and do what he's been doing.
Here we go. Jose looking fresh going into this 5th round, too.
Yeah, very fresh. He hasn't had to exert too much energy. He's been just controlling, having good posture. So he's definitely, you can tell he's been putting in the work and working on his cardio, and it's paying off.
I tell you, Jose is in the gym almost more than anybody else. Hitting the private lessons with the head coach, doing pad work, getting the extra work. He's in every single class. He's in all the MMA classes. This kid is a workhorse.
And that's how you have to do. That's the only way. Only way you're going to get better in this game is to put in the work.
Man, Epperson almost had that sprawl in, but he kind of fell to his side just a little bit, giving Jose that double leg entry.
And he's finally in that half guard position that you've been asking him to get in. So let's see what he can work here. Let's see if we can find some shots. Maybe get Epperson to start moving and start finding something in transition.
That pressure's hard to deal with from half guard, because you're losing half of your ability with your bridge and your hip escape, because you can't quite make the space that you want.
Jose's being nasty with the head, putting in the chin. You see, that's old school stuff. You can tell he's learning from you and Alex. He's just doing the old school nasty. Coach Saul used to teach that. Just be dirty with it a little bit sometimes. It's a fight at the end of the day.
It's like Malik Alexander said, you have to be mean without being angry. Like, I'm not trying to be your friend during this fight. I'm not trying to make a friend. That was a beautiful reversal from Epperson. Good job getting back on top. But like I said, you're not trying to make friends in here. We can be friends after. Exactly. We can't be friends before. We can't be friends during. But we can be friends after.
Jose's transitioning, trying to look to the back. Epperson's got to have to go if he wants to win this fight. He's got 1 minute left. He's finally in a dominant position. He has to do something. Jose hopefully can move. He can sit up. And it sounds like Alex is asking him to set something up. We got 1 minute left. Why not? Might as well go for something. And you know if it's not going to put you in that bad of a position. Hopefully Emmett tries to do something, try to move, try to hit him.
If I was Epperson, I would be getting to my feet and trying to rip myself up from standing closed guard.
And he really could if he wanted to. He's kind of holding on under his butt. He's just kind of laying here. And he's okay settling. If the ref wanted to, stand up, they can. But Jose's the one actually doing,
most of the work, yeah.
And he's on his back. And, there is some good punches and there's good combos on your back, too. You can find some elbows and stuff. But it's amateurs. So there goes Jose looking for triangle, looking for...
Now, this is one of those things, kind of like the Ricky Tercio style. Cause damage from everywhere. If I'm on my back, I'm punching you in the face. If I'm on my side, if you're behind me, I'm punching you in the face. It doesn't matter where the fight goes. We cause damage from everywhere.
There you go, armbar attempt.
Into a triangle.
Nice.
Oh, we got 12 seconds.
Good
Can't
defense.
quite suck it up. That's that risk we were talking about. Open up, go for something, because at the end of the day, you're literally 5 rounds up at this point.
Yeah, 4 seconds left. Mike Lobs up front, throw some submissions you've been practicing at the gym, and see what happens. And that was a great fight from Jose. Jose killed his spectacular work. He dominated. You know, that's what you do. That's how you get the win.
That's one of those ones where you stick to the game plan. He literally did not deviate from the game plan that we practiced the last 6 to 8 weeks. Literally knew exactly what he needed to do. Pride aside, you can go out there and take risks and try to get the flashy show. And I'll do that when I'm trying to get to the belt. But when I am on my belt fight, I am trying to win this fight. And I think that's what Jose just did.
I think so, dude. He dominated. Pure domination. You could just tell that he was on a different level, especially in the grappling area. There was nothing that Epperson could really do. He had a couple of sweeps, couple of submissions, but at the end of the day, nothing he could do. Jose dominated every single aspect of that fight.
All right. Wayne is making his way into the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of combat, we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. Brought to you by DeNunaLawFirm.com. All 3 judges score the fight 50 to 45, declaring your winner by unanimous decision. And new Fury Amateur Series Bantamweight Champion, El Conquistador, Jose Cordova!
All right, guys, I'm here with your champ, Jose Cordova. You guys, the first thing Jose said to me after this fight ended, he's like, Coach, I wanted to strike more. I said, I know, but you had orders to follow. Emmett, you guys, is a tremendous athlete and martial artist. We know how much power he had, so Jose followed orders beautifully. Jose, how does it feel winning the strap in your second attempt?
Hey, man, it took 2 tries. I finally got this bitch. Come on.
Cool. Man, I know you took this one on relatively short notice. When do you want to fight again?
Honestly, I don't really care. Technically, I got both of the belts in Houston, so I mean, I guess that means I'll fucking fight whoever. Come on.
Awesome. We'll probably get to defend it once and then go pro. Congratulations, El Conquistador, Jose Cordova. One last word for the fans.
I know a lot of the times I'm kind of like in my own little world. I'm just focused, so I don't really say this enough, so I want to say this right now, but I just want to thank everybody in my life that's helped me put me in this position. All my coaches, my teammates, my family, my friends, everybody that's out here today. Los amo un chingo, cabrones. Come on.
You guys make some noise for the champ, Jose Cordova.